Hi there, Tim Bauer here from LiveVideoGuitarLessons.com with the practice tip of the day. This one is for the advanced player, and today I want to finish up our series on chord laddering. We've covered chord laddering to triads, we've covered chord laddering to four-note chords, and I just want to finish up with, we mentioned secondary dominance in the first video, and I just want to finish up by explaining that concept a little bit. Alright, so what secondary dominants are, let me put this over here. And let me turn the autofocus on so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to hold up the answer. Alright, we're going very high tech here. This is the answer. So if it's dinner time, this is everything you need to know already. So go eat. If you have, if you want to leave those tater tots in the oven for another 2 minutes, get them a little crisper, they're better that way. Then stick around for a couple minutes and we'll play some of these examples. But the answer is, alright, so if you remember from the first video, the chord laddering, I wrote the chord laddering generates major chords on 1, 4, and 5, chords 1, 4, 5, and the 2, 3, and 6 chords are minor. Did those in red. Did the diminished chord, the 7 chord in pink, because it's more minor than major, but it's diminished. It's a bit of a different chord, so I separated that out with the colors. And so, but if you look over here, I'm trying to do this through this back of the sheet here. This is the secondary dominance. So I did my analogy in the other video. My analogy is that if you're a painter, let me turn the autofocus on so I won't go in and out of focus. So if you're a painter, you know, the painter has a big palette with most of his all of his colors on there, so he's working from that. But secondary dominance, think of it as a very, very small palette of specialized colors. If you're writing a song, you want to kind of sprinkle them in there very, very, very sparingly, but they change the feel of what you're doing. They change the feel of your song. They sound very, very, very happy. So anyway, I'm going to hold this back up. Autofocus again. Alright, so usually secondary dominants are played as dominant 7th chords. You can just play the straight majors if you want, but the dominant 7th chords add more pizzazz to the chord. But you know, experiment with both. All right, so the playing part. Just want you to hear what's going on. So from traditional chord laddering, going to work in the key of C here. Let me turn the autofocus back off. All right, so traditional chords in the key of C. If I'm playing a 1 chord, 3 chord, and the 6 chord, the 1 chord be major, the 3 chord is minor, and the 6 chord is minor. So traditionally, you get this. If I change the 3 chord to dominant 7 or secondary dominant, I get. Changes the whole character of what I just did. Takes some of the darkness away with the minor chords and makes it very, you know, happy. They sound very, very happy to me. I should think of another synonym for that. But, okay, so if I change the 6th chord to a secondary dominant, and go back to the regular chord for the E minor on the 3rd chord, 3 chord, you get this. Again, very happy. Alright, so the 7 chord is kind of the odd man out, and you don't really get this chord in rock music and country music and jazz or pop music very often. You get it in jazz. And you can get it in other genres, but you don't get it very often. That's why I did it in pink on the page there. But you know, just to kind of demonstrate that chord as well, we can convert that to a secondary dominant. And instead of playing my B diminished, I can play as B7 and put that in that same chord or a different chord progression. But let's think of some chords that will go together. So we let's see, we'll do a C. By the way, that's why you don't get into pop music and country music and rock music, because it's a little dark, you know. So do that again. So replace it with a secondary dominant. Like I said, just throwing that in there for to finish up the whole concept. Like I said, you don't really use that 7 chord much unless you're doing some jazz music or really going for a different sound. I encourage you to, you know, try to sneak that into your songs, because it is different. But when you're writing songs, if you want them on the radio, you don't want to put too different in there. A little bit different, not really different, because really different equates to I don't like that song. So, not me personally. As a musician, I love hearing different things, but the general public, they don't like to hear stuff that deviates too far from the norm. So anyway, all right. So hopefully that helps. Thanks for tuning in for this practice tip. Tuning in tomorrow for another one, and I will see you then. Thanks. Bye.